Well, oh, welcome back to Talk Dirty to Me. So, Alex, how was your week? How was it going? How was everything going?
Fan freaking tastic, bro. Like,
Any anything out there bug you, or was it a nice, cool, easy week?
no,
Breakdowns, anything like
no,
that?
I had no issues at all. I mean, we caught some snow on Friday that most of you guys up in the southern tier caught a hold of, and freaking were getting blasted with, but not me, man. Like, I mean, it was rainy and all this crap, whatever, but just weather conditions.
Yeah.
Other than that, the week went smoothly. I actually, I actually didn't work as many hours as I normally do, which was nice for a change.
Right.
And can just keep it at a routine, plugging away, plugging away, plugging away. You know,
Oh, I was definitely in it. I got to experience the snow, the ice. Whoo! It was a blizzard out for a little while. Driving through it. The only thing I was looking for was Santa Claus sleigh. Had to be there somewhere.
here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
Now we just got demonetized. Thank you, Alex.
We're not even
Way to go.
monetized right now, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. Right.
You need like 10,000 people to do that for you or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Definitely. So, what do you feel like talking about today, Alex? What is on your mind? What are some
Well,
things
we
that
are
are
right around the holiday season, and we all know how much us trash people love that crap. Like, we are so ecstatic when people are putting out mountains and mountains of bags for us to pick up right after a Thanksgiving, dinner, or, all the boxes that get put out there and the wrapping paper. I mean, it's a fun time. I mean, we have a lot of fun going out there and picking up everybody's extras.
right? We love it.
No, we don't. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. No, we don't. But I
We
think
do
what we
it.
need to really touch on is all of you people that put your turkey remains, your stuffing, and food waste in a recycling can need to stop. Like, for real. Like, on a
Yeah.
real note. Like,
I mean, it kind of looks recycling, but like it's not.
food waste is not recycling, unfortunately.
You
You
know.
can't you can't recycle that and send that off to China and have them make plastic
Hey,
out of it. It
wait,
doesn't
wait a
work.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hang on. You just blew my mind, Alex. You just blew my mind. So, if I put that turkey in the recycling can, you mean to tell me it won't turn into another turkey and then start running around? They can't do that at the
you,
shop.
you gotta you can't just have the reins of you can't grow a turkey like that. What the heck are you talking about?
Oh,
It's
I
not a
thought
vegetable, bro.
I
It's
thought
not
you
like you put a
planted it.
seed from a turkey, put it in the
Right.
ground, and gobble
Okay.
gobble gobble.
That's
Later, you
not
know what
how
I
it
mean?
works.
That's not how that works, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know
Sorry.
what kind of school system you went to, but that's some ghetto
Well,
right
I
there.
mean, like, come on, man. You see people put trees in there, and I'm always like, hey, they
Trees
want
are
us to make.
plants. You can grow plants from seeds, yes, Sean. But you can't grow turkeys from turkey
Yeah, but like,
remains.
you will find like tree limbs and stuff in the recycling can.
Oh, that is true. People, so it's not just food waste. Like, people throw a lot of stuff in the recycling, man,
Right.
and that's the biggest problem. Is when we go to a recycling center, we're dumping off our recycling loads. Yeah, they get sorted, but most of the time, if it's too contaminated on the ground when we drop it, they just
They
scoop
throw
it
it.
up and put it in a box, and everybody hauls it to the landfill anyways,
Right. Right.
because it's just too much contamination. Too much trash gets their way in there. Too much freaking waste. Whether it be compost waste like leaves and branches, or food waste or whatever. Even if you guys put like a used oil can in there and you have all this oil dripping all over all your recycling, all the papers, plastics, glass, it's done. Like,
Right.
you cannot recycle that anymore because now it's basically ruined contamination. And actually, like in recent years, China's been sending us back shipments that we've been sending over there to get recycled and turned into plastic, like bottles and other containers,
Mm.
because it's so contaminated they can't use it.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
because I think we're only allowed, no, don't quote me, I don't have the facts in front of me right now, but I'm pretty sure it's only 3% of that load can be contaminated for it to be passable. Now, I think in
Right.
recent years they've dropped that down to like almost 1% now
Mm. Okay,
because
okay.
of how much it's been happening in the recent years. I mean, especially post COVID,
Right.
that everything's getting more and more contaminated. So if anyone's watching this at all, You probably know what we're talking about if you're in the field or not in the field, or if you're just a customer. Just please don't be throwing that kind of crap in your recycling can. It sucks, but your trash man would normally, if he's a nice guy, if you put an extra trash bag on the side of your toter, we'll probably grab it for you. But you throw that crap in the recycling, now we're getting our bosses down our necks. Now we're getting everybody at the recycling center like, you can't dump that here. What are you doing dumping trash in my thing? Oh no, man, this is all recycling from that city there. Like that's all recycling. That's not recycling. You gotta put that back in your truck. Like, how are you gonna make me put that back in my truck, man? Like, you out your mind.
So, if they put like sticks and stuff in there or logs might be better. You mean to tell me they just can't make paper out of that?
I mean, I'm sure they could make like a papyrus or whatever you want to call it out of that, but not in the recycling center. Composting is not meant for that. They don't
Oh,
take dead wood and put it in the machine like,
I
oh, let
see.
me have this bundle of papers and everything else put together. I want to have this one log in the center of it. Oh yeah, perfect, recyclable. You know,
Right, I get it. Yeah. So
so no,
definitely
no,
don't put.
no electronics, no yard waste,
Right.
no garbage, no food waste. Simple.
Okay, that makes sense.
Tires, don't put no tires in recycling either because that's not recyclable. Just
Right.
bottles, papers, and glass containers, and obviously your soup cans and tin cans like that you use for that kind of stuff.
Right.
But that's all. That's all that should be going in your recycling. Period. Not
Nothing.
use paper towels, not use paper plates, because those are technically you can't recycle those once they're used. You know,
Right. Yeah, I get that. Like people do it all the time too, and it's so funny. Just picking up a can and it's just full of trash or
right?
full of
And you never know it until you dump it.
right. You don't yeah, and then you take it over to the and you don't know how many we dump. Like,
Right.
cause we'll dump a lot and then go and dump it at the recycling center, and they're
Oh
just
yeah.
like, "Hey, get back here."
Bro, I remember when we used to go there all the time on a Friday after getting the one city done,
Yeah,
and we would
it
yeah,
used to be
we
awesome.
would dump next to each other side by side, and bro, we got our butts yelled at all the
Right.
time. Like it was terrible. Like because I think it was Carl that one time I was working there, and he'd be like, "What are you guys doing dumping trash in my recycling center?" Both of us dumped off next to each other, and bro, there was quite a bit of trash in both those recycling sites, man. That was
There definitely
terrible.
was. There definitely
Carpets
was.
and all this other crap. I remember having a deer carcass in the middle of the city in a recycling toter. I go dump
Mm-hmm.
it. They had papers all on top of it in a box and everything. I dump it. Whole deer went in the truck. And
Right.
I'm like,
That's freaking nuts. It's like, why are you guys throwing all this stuff away, man? You guys should know that this doesn't go in the
right,
trash or the
right,
recycling. Or go in the recycling, sorry, this is trash. You guys know all this is trash.
right.
And this shouldn't be in there. Like, are
And
you crazy?
people do dispose of a lot of things that they shouldn't be disposing of in garbage. I mean, people throw a lot of stuff out. We know, we're not supposed to take it, whatever. But we'll be more likely to take it if it's on the trash side of things, not the recycling side, because that's where we really get more notice on our disposal, and that's what happens.
Right.
And because that's a lot more of a controlled area. In the landfill or train station, you dump it off, they just push it in a container or push it into the hill, and it's never seen again.
Exactly.
With recycling, they gotta scoop that up into a bucket so it goes on a conveyor belt, so sorters can sort every item that is recycled and put it in its proper place.
Right. Plastics, paper.
Yep,
Right.
glass,
Exactly.
tin, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And when you are putting a deer carcass or food contamination in there, they got to deal with that too, because they got to get that off the line. So they got to
Mm-hmm.
stop everything, get it off there, put it in the trash, and it just gums up everything else.
Right.
Not to mention that now everything else is contaminated with either blood or whatever kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
nasty
And
stuff.
could you imagine just being one of them workers? You're up there just sorting plastic and paper and glass, and you're over there sorting it, and all of a sudden a
Yep.
deer carcass comes running across, and you know you got to touch that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
come on, man.
I mean, some
Like,
people don't have a problem if they're hunters, touching deer carcasses and
yeah, but
everything. But
like,
the normal person, like from
right,
like say you're a city person, you see a deer carcass, you're like, whoa.
right, yeah. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Could you? That's just I don't know. I don't know why people throw stuff in the recycling can that they shouldn't. It
I'll
doesn't
give
make
you
no sense.
one reason. They don't want to pay for the extras. They don't want to pay
Hmm.
for putting on an extra bag, so they try to sneak it in their recycling bin because that's the extra can they have for their service time.
Right.
That's why they do it. And sometimes people are just lazy. Now, honest mistakes do happen. Your kid goes over, opens the blue bin, and throws a trash bag in there instead of the black, the trash bin side or whatever. Okay, that can happen a few times, But when you're putting entire gallons of waste in there, when it's like food waste and stuff like that, that's just you being a butthole, in my
Right.
opinion. You know,
Yeah.
and
It's
you're doing it on purpose. Come on, at that point you're doing it on purpose. I'm sorry, but if you guys do that, you can always call the company and say, hey, my recycling's contaminated. Dump it as trash this week.
Oh yeah,
And
because we definitely do that too.
right,
I've had a few customers call in and say,
right, and
"Hey, that's waste for in the recycling it's waste," or they'll put a
right.
thing on top of their can that'll tell us that, which is really cool. That's really cool of them, How does recycling help our local economy?
Well, I mean, obviously, from like we are just talking about the recycling center,
Right,
immediately you have jobs, basically
right,
right there, and then you got to hire people to haul those containers out of the recycling center, to
right,
whatever place, and it goes down the line until it gets shipped overseas or any recycling plant that actually recycles it normally. So on the local level, that's producing jobs. For
yeah,
whether it be the trash collector or the recycling collector that's
right,
collecting it, to the sorter, to the guys in the transfer station, to the drivers driving it to its destination or even a transit destination. So it's producing nothing but it's producing jobs, basically.
right. So,
Um,
lots of jobs.
right.
What about like less in the landfill,
Oh,
like
absolutely, man.
saving room in the landfill?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, so if you think about this, if we were still doing what we were doing way back when, like in the 80s,
Hmm.
70s, before recycling started really taking off, how much quicker was stuff filling up? Especially if you see all the barges that were coming out of New York City all the time, man. There was
Right.
a
There
lot of
was.
crap, you know. And unfortunately, there's not enough people that do recycling. You know,
Yeah.
there's not enough people that take advantage of that program
Hmm.
to make a difference most of the time because people. So where I'm at now, it's most I only do trash service
Right.
because the county pays for its own collection for recycling, and I'm gonna tell you right now that like 80% of the people in that county don't really ever use a recycling can.
Right.
They put their cardboard, their other waste in with the trash, and then they wonder why they gotta always put out extra bags all the time, and instead of using the blue bin, they put it in the trash can, and I end up seeing it, and I'm dumping all that in the landfill, and
Hmm.
that's not helping anybody because you know how long it takes for a piece of metal to decompose.
What about plastic? So
Plastic,
plastic takes forever.
right?
Plastic will take. I don't even know, man. I know
Well, I
it's
mean, let's look it up here real quick.
right.
Uh, plastic garbage bag, how long to decompose?
It takes years. It's
So it
long
says 1,000 years for
time.
one plastic bag to decompose.
Right. What about a plastic bottle?
Right,
Plastic bottle's even worse. That is nuts.
right. So 1,000 years in a landfill, being buried. So it's not even exposed anymore. I'm pretty
Right.
sure that's from being exposed to the elements for that long. Takes that
Yeah.
long. Then, so you think about that for a minute. Holy crap, man! 1,000 years. So every time we're dumping in that landfill and everything's building up, it's gonna be 1,000 years before all that crap is gone.
Right.
Bro, we're
It's
gonna be way gone.
insane.
It's gonna be year 3,000, man. Like we're done.
It's insane, bro. Like the
Right.
logistics behind it is
I
just
mean, I mean,
nuts.
obviously your papers and cardboard and all that stuff, depending on how it's treated, that'll deteriorate faster.
Right.
But metal is around the same amount of time. You know, and that's just insane, man.
Yeah. It's definitely
And
insane, bro.
the problem is, we need to find a better way of disposing our trash. To be honest with you,
I
so
I like the burn plant, man. From what I
right,
hear, I've
people
never been to it, but
people
I've
right.
heard.
I've
so
been there a few
much.
times. I've been there a few times, and people give it such a bad rep that it's polluting the ozone. Oh, it's got a horrible smell to it. Man, they filter that stuff like 30 times before
Right.
it even gets released out into the air. Like
It's crazy, right?
it is completely like it doesn't even smell. The only part that smells is when you are in the bay dumping it off for the first time. But
Right.
when you're driving up to that place, you don't smell the trash. You don't smell burning trash at all.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many regulations in place for them to do that, and they use all that burn off to power
Right.
electricity, to power turbines.
Right.
And they sell that electricity back to the people, and it actually helps lower electricity costs in the area when you have one of those nearby you because it's producing electricity.
Could
Same
they?
thing with solar farms and all this other stuff. If they have their nearby, they're going to help reduce your energy costs because they
Right.
have local energy coming in right from somewhere local. You know,
Do you, do you think they could turn plastics into energy?
Well, I mean, so plastics are from petroleum-based products. We burn
Mm-hmm.
petroleum in our vehicles.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people I've seen that actually scientifically have turned garbage bags, plastic bottles back into petroleum and convert it into gas. So technically, we could reuse that as a fuel source. It might
Right.
be a little dirty, need a little more refinement, but it's possible, you
It's
know.
definitely,
And
definitely. Heck
because
yeah.
people have done it already, and,
Right.
and and these are just MIT kids or other kind of engineering kids that are just doing this just for can I do this? Oh yes, I
Right.
did, you know.
It's crazy how much you could turn into fuels.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Right.
as long as it's burning, thermodynamics and everything, that'll
Mm-hmm.
transmit into energy to move a piston in the engine. That's all it needs, you
Yep.
know. Whether it be,
Combustion.
yep, that's all you need is combustion. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got guys out there that are survivalists living in like Alaska, running their trucks off of wood,
I know. You
just
got
burning
other.
wood.
You have other people that are out there making like a gallon of gas last millions of miles
Right.
because they're burning the fumes. So
Yep. Yep.
I mean, why couldn't trash fuel or be used as a fuel
Oh,
source?
that's some Back to the Future level stuff. Now we're talking about like, oh, I gotta reload the flux capacitor, Marty, and
What
then he
is
goes over there and
banana?
puts banana peels and a soda
Yeah,
can and garbage in
yeah,
there and puts it back in the flux capacitor. Now it's
right.
time for us to go back to the future.
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible. You never know, man.
I guess. Like,
I just
but
gotta figure out how to build a flux capacitor, and we'll be rich.
you down? You
I'm
down to
down.
build it?
Let's, we gotta probably spend about $1 million in research and development, but we got that in the bank, right?
Right.
You know.
Shoot. I mean, let me see here.
So I mean, but like I think at the end of the day, like everybody hopefully has a nice holiday out there. Please don't contaminate your recycling with all your food waste and everything. For any of those watching, we appreciate it if you don't do that because it makes our lives a lot harder. It makes everybody else's lives a lot harder. We're over here joking around about the flux capacitor, but that doesn't exist. Sorry, but
Yeah, not yeah. I don't know. I know they burn. They have generators that run off the garbage.
hmm
I just didn't know that they can use.
well, I mean, like even in the landfill, they cap it and pipe it, and they capture the methane from the decomposition process, and they
Right.
burn that off there to produce electricity. And
Yeah.
that gets sold back in the local grid too. So that's kind of a slower way of doing it, I think, though, because I think that it works better either which way, burn plant, landfill, but at least with the burn plant, there's less. I mean, so they still gotta take all the stuff that didn't burn, like the metals and everything else that didn't, burn up, and remove that and go dispose of that, properly. You know,
We got a happy Thanksgiving live in our chat.
oh, did we?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chat saying happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Gobble gobble gobble. This is the worst time of year to try to lose weight, and that's
So-
what I'm doing.
And how is that journey going for you?
Not bad. I mean, the worst part about it is the dieting. I mean, it's not like I am 100% dieting. I mean, I'm just putting myself on a calorie deficiency to basically curb my normal output. So that way, while I'm working out, that's way it's going to target more of my fat.
Right.
And the reason why I'm working out the way I'm working out, I'm only doing light weights and calisthenics and elliptical and stuff. that's just helped my muscles from basically being bled away while I'm doing this efficiency. It's so you see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of doctors. I mean, I follow the guy, Dr. Mike Isertel from RP Fitness,
Yeah, I
and
think you mentioned that
yeah,
during our last.
he's a really good guy. You know what I mean? Like, and he explains a lot of things. Like, as long as you're still in the deficit, you're still good. I mean, so I had a cheat day. I had a McDouble yesterday.
Oh, there it
And,
is.
and
It's
a
all
small
back.
fry and a Diet Coke. Didn't even drink the Diet Coke because it was nasty as hell.
Right.
But
Probably
like
flat.
I felt bad about it. But honestly, I was still under my calories. I only had one meal that day before I had to do stuff, and I was running around all day. I was getting kind of irritable. It was like 6 o'clock at night, and I was like, I really don't want to go home and cut up my chicken, make a chicken breast and do my rice or whatever, or
Right.
do my greens. I'll just cheat today. It's fine, whatever. But at the end of the day, I still I calculated my calories. It was still around 1,800 calories,
That's
perfect
good.
deficit.
And
So
in the video, we can see you looking different.
well, I mean, I'm just trying to get healthier for myself. I mean, like I
Right.
mean, it's not like I'm doing this for any other reason other than myself. Is I've always been a bigger dude. I've
Mm-hmm.
always had struggles with weight. Growing up, since in high school, I started ballooning up and everything, and I just kind of never really did anything. I ate my feelings away all the time. I just ate my emotions,
Right.
and it just kind of translated over the years. And then there was one time when I did lose a whole bunch of weight when I was trying to join the military. That didn't pan out, obviously, because of other reasons, like two broken wrist bones in this wrist, and they didn't want to sign off on it after the fact that they already did. But we're not gonna get mad about that, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And then I kind of just went back to like, well, why the hell am I doing this to myself? I mean,
Right.
you gotta do it to enjoy it, and yes, it's torturous, like, but you don't want to like dread. Oh man, I gotta drag my butt to the gym. I gotta run for 8 miles and start doing leg day. Like no,
Right.
like I don't have that feeling about it right now because I'm doing light weights. I'm only doing dumbbells and a small amount of bench press, and doing normal calisthenic exercises with weights, you
Right.
know, to help kind of build up resistance to the inevitable muscle burn off I'm going to get, whatever. But uh, it's the worst time to do this though is around the holidays, man,
It
because
definitely is.
what's going to happen on Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh boy, I might have to really watch myself on that day. Holy
Right.
crap!
You get like a
Because
you get like a little piece of turkey, a
yup,
carrot,
right.
a
I'm
small
over there
percentage of
eating like
potatoes.
Tiny Tim off of
Mm-hmm.
that one oh Scrooge McDuck movie.
Right. Here's your fork, Alex, and the fork's is like this big,
Yep,
like
yep,
little.
yep. I get a little baby fork. I gotta sit at the kids' table.
Right. The table's just like up like this. Dad,
What do
we
you?
want to come down now.
Oh, sorry. But I mean, no, I mean, like it's hard, man. Like,
Right.
and dieting thing's really hard. That's why I try to. That's why I try to stay busy because it keeps my mind off of it.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
at work, it's actually not that hard to do it because I don't really eat a lot at work, anyways.
I know, me neither. Like that's the worst to do actually. To not eat is the worst.
Right. So
To eat your calories is great, but
right.
when you
So
don't eat,
right.
whoo,
So technically, I have 4 meals a day. Technically, if you want to talk about it
right,
like that, and it's every 4 to 6 hours I'll eat it. So because I get up at 2:30 in the morning every day, I'll have my Greek yogurt with some fruit, fresh fruit, some granola. There you go. That's about 380 calories. Boom. I wait until almost 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll have a little bit of veggies, like peppers, carrots, celery, maybe some red
right.
cabbage. I, believe it or not, I love veggies, especially raw veggies. So I eat that crap all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's only a few, altogether a few hundred calories. And then for like lunch, around noon, 1 o'clock, I'll just have a protein shake, powdered in my bottle, and to just boom, 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 down that. That's all I have until I get home. Then I'll have my, protein dense meal at the end of the day, right
Right.
before my workout, and then I'll do my workout. And sometimes I'll do a protein shake afterwards if I'm feeling like really like oh man, I think I really hit that too hard. I really need to have something to help me recover a little bit, or whatever. I mean, I still take
Mm-hmm.
my creatine like normal,
Yeah.
but I might end the day with a little bit of a protein shake. just to help those muscles, maintain that mass. Protein's one of the biggest things in doing this whole thing, though. You got to have a huge protein intake, and I find it hard because I like meat, but I'm not a carnivore diet type person,
Right.
So I got like protein wraps and other things to do that I'm gonna try to do in that so I can just increase it because I'm at the lower end of the protein scale right now. I need to raise that up a little bit, I think. But why are we talking about me now? Why you got me on this subject again?
Every time, bro.
Bro, every time, bro.
Yeah, we got a thing that says now wondering why it takes so long to do your routes.
Wow. So
We got some
long.
junk
I
talker.
mean, I think we do pretty efficiently out there. I mean, compared to other things. You want to see us go slow out there, give us a rear load or give us some, jacked up truck that we can't really use very well,
Yeah, heck yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, if there's any question, you can definitely ask us in the
right.
comments.
I mean, we don't really,
Throw some stuff
spend
out there for us.
we still get our lunch breaks and everything that we're supposed to. We do
Right.
our jobs. We don't waste time out there. I mean, you know how boring it is to try to take a route going slow all the time, man. Like you're really just dragging your butt, and you're like, why am I doing this? I'm not no time clock milker. I get out there,
Hmm.
I do my job, I go home. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean,
Oh, how's the going this time around? I know I was commenting on myself watching my own videos. Oh,
I
should
didn't
have like
actually
a,
hear it this much.
we should probably have a meter in the bottom. Alex's and
Yeah,
then
and like every time you say it, you get sprayed with water or something.
no, stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot. Like fire starts burning or something.
Oh man. Oh, you got another one?
Uh, he says that I am fast doing a rear load.
Oh, I mean, well, I never worked with you when you were doing rear load,
No.
so
That was yeah, because you always had a decent residential truck.
oh yeah.
When you came over, they gave you.
Well, I don't know about all the time.
Well, they gave you like somehow you got lucky and got the best one that we had at the time. Like you went from like 3938 to like I think 3938. That's the first one you
Right.
started with, right? Yeah. To
Right. Yeah, I mean, so that wasn't. I mean, compared to what else we had in the fleet, I guess it was considered fast. I guess, but that thing kind of sucked. It was an auto car, so it had a higher cab, and you had to really keep getting in and out all the time. If you knocked over something, man, you had to crawl down it like you do, like you guys have your front loads, and you're crawling down. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's how tall it was, and better. I mean, because I went from a rear load in the village to that basically, so it was all new to me when I first
Hmm.
started. But I mean, as long as you get your groove going, any truck you have out there, you guys, we can get into a groove with it and makes up some time. But there are just some trucks that that 3978 that literally moved.
Slow. Yeah.
Like you would take a whole 3 minutes to get one toter that's 5 feet from the road.
Yeah. Because
It was
because
so terrible.
when I first started, they would always just slam me into a rear load. They'd be like,
Hmm.
"Hey, let's not do your job today. Let's you
Yeah,
go out and do a
stop
rear
doing
load."
toters. We need help in the rear load.
Yeah.
Go with
So
your boy Kevin, and go over to the bluff.
right.
Go
Yeah.
do that. Oh,
So
here, don't forget your milk jugs to keep refilling the coolant tank.
yeah, empty milk jugs too at that because
It
we
was
had to stop.
terrible.
We had to stop for freaking water from the lake and
The
from
creek. Oh, hey,
puddles.
we got a creek over here. Let's get some water real quick. Throw
A
that in there.
puddle, like it's not. It wasn't even a creek. It was just a puddle. We're over there trying to
Uh,
fill milk jugs up to
the
keep
good
that thing
old
running.
days of just getting by. You know.
Yeah, that's actually Alex's route now that we did. So it was just a comment in the.
No, no,
Do
I
you
have
have
it
it
up.
pulled up?
Yep,
Oh,
I have
okay,
it pulled
okay.
up. Yep.
So that's actually
But
Alex's route. Well, it was Alex's route.
right.
That was actually taken from you.
Well, not
That's
taken from me.
along the lake
Yeah,
on your side.
it didn't get taken to me. I gave it up because luckily I said before we've streamlined it a little bit, so I'm not the only truck doing the whole county. You know what I'm saying? And there's two other drivers that do some of that stuff. Monday and Thursday. So it's helped spread out a lot of that. Ache. Only thing I'm gonna dislike is because we just got a town contract. It's going to take about an hour or 2 hours off my route. So I'm gonna be freaking needing to. Go out there and start handing out flyers or something. Start getting more people back.
You're gonna have to milk it.
Oh no!
I'll teach you some tricks, Alex.
Okay.
Alex, I'll teach you some tricks. All right.
Okay.
So what you do? You know how you go down that one part of your route?
Yep.
So you're gonna want to circle all the way back around to that part of the route. So that way, like.
No, I got this. I'll just keep turning left.
Yeah, you could do that. Alex, you're like 10 towns away from the town you started in. What are you doing way over here? Well, I need hours.
Hey, Sean, where's the closest McDonald's, bro?
Yeah, it's right down the road. Let's just go down the road.
Hi,
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Commenter.
That was so funny because we're like 20 minutes into the drive to McDonald's.
Yeah. He said, all right, it's 20 miles away. I'm like, that's not too bad. Let's just go about 30 minutes later. Hey, we get any closer yet? Oh, yeah, it's just down the road. Let me get there. There's a McDonald's on one side, a Burger King on the other.
Yeah.
And then our dumb butts went to the McDonald's instead of the Burger King because the Burger King actually had a nice parking lot for
They
bigger
definitely
trucks.
did. Yeah.
And then we both go in there, and I think you got like a McGangbang or whatever you call it.
No, that was you.
That was me.
So, that was you.
Yep.
I just got like a
McChicken
cheeseburger
and a
something.
McDouble. And then
And a
Sean's over there with
fish.
5 large fries and freaking.
No, come on. Like I wasn't eating that much. I eat a little bit. Like he's
Sean,
over exaggerating a little bit.
I've seen some of your KFC orders, bro. Yeah, can I get the 8-piece breast meal? Yeah. Oh, the sides. Can I get mashed potatoes and mac and cheese? Oh, can you also throw a chicken pot pie in there too?
I drank a milk.
And I'm like, that's all for you, bro. Like,
I drank a milk that day.
yeah. And then you'll eat all that crap, and then like 2 hours later, man, I'm starving.
Yeah, you remember the day I stopped for them cheeseburgers? I bought,
the 10
10 of
cheeseburgers
those
from
things.
from the Burn Dairy.
Yeah. Somebody stole them.
Which is a gas station, by the way.
Somebody stole them right out of my truck.
Oh
bro.
no, bro! Like your mouth stole them.
I mean, they might have like flipped over to the other side of the truck and just fell on the floor or something.
You were driving down the road, jamming out, and just keep grabbing those little sliders, kept shoving them in your face. And then they were all gone, and you're like, man, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I definitely have a 20. Yeah, I definitely eat a lot. Like when I eat a lot.
Right. And you're
It's
still
crazy.
and you're still skinny. I hate you for that, by the way.
Like I don't know about that.
Oh well, at least you weren't like Alex with a kegerator. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, like maybe it's just you don't eat enough. Maybe you need to go on a food diet.
So, like I need to start bulking. You mean?
No, just eating more.
That's bulking, Sean.
Oh.
I think my problem is I was eating crappy food all the time, and I just didn't. Get
I mean,
health.
KFC is not good food.
No, it's not, Sean. But you
because
also
I
have the
drank the
metabolism
milk.
to burn that crap off. I don't got that.
just because I drank the milk.
Right. Oh, like you're those type of people that like, oh, I had a carrot earlier. Now I can have this fried platter from this
Right.
this pub. Let me have some fried calamari, fried mushrooms, and onion rings, all deep fried.
Yeah. Just
There's
give me some
3,000
food.
calories for you right there. Holy crap.
Right. Just give
I
me
mean,
some
don't get me
food.
wrong. I love delicious tasting food, and that's the problem with how we gain so much weight in this country is the palatability of food, man. If it tastes good, you're not gonna want to stop eating. Like you're enjoying the experience,
Right.
And the problem is like healthier options don't really taste that great. They taste kind of grainy. They taste kind of like cardboard sometimes. That's why I always suggest salt. Salt makes everything taste better. There's a little bit of salt in everything you cook now.
I think they should actually use real meat at like McDonald's and stuff.
Oh man.
That'd probably make a bit of a difference for us.
Well, you're talking about food, and I have another hour to go until I can have my protein, so you need to chill.
Like, are you hungry or something? Dude, dude, I think I want a steak.
I'm gonna slap you. I mean, to be fair, I had steak on Friday, so That's one of my big protein meals is steak at least twice a week. So
Right.
then it's chicken every other day, every other day, and ground turkey for anything else I want to do. So
So, we were just told too much salt. You'll regret it when you get older.
oh yeah, that's because you gotta use the right kind of salt, not iodized salt. You have to use Celtic sea salt or Baja Gold salt. That's what
He
you gotta
said that
use.
you'll get. He said. Oh, they just said that you'll get gout.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what I said. No, I'm playing. They didn't say.
I've already dealt with that already. Actually, what
I
triggers
know.
gout most times is bread. Believe it or not.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeast, bread, beer, high concentrations of alcohol, a lot of sugar. That's why I
Right.
cut most of my sugar out of my diet. Because I think I had gout, never got confirmed by anybody. But when your foot starts swelling up, your big toe starts hurting. Viking salt. I should come up with my own brand. Yes, Viking salt. Buy it now.
Oh no, not this again. We don't need
My
to.
mother told me.
We do not need. Yeah, we do not need the multi, UK language
Oh,
coming
come on.
from you.
My mother told me you
Scottish.
need to buy this Viking salt.
I heard Irish in there a little bit.
Oh, stop! Come on. You're over here trying to be my. Are you my fitness coach or my dialect coach? Come on.
I'm your, I guess, all around coach.
You're my life coach.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, I got
Sorry,
you.
coach. Good game.
Yes.
Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Dude, we be destroying this live, bro.
Oh
See,
yeah.
in,
Well,
in
I mean,
real-
come on.
Look at this. In reality, I'll just be editing all this out. Nope, not live. It's here.
Nope.
Alex goes off on a tangent. It stays.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why I'm the face of the episode, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess you are today.
You're just over there. Every time we do this, you're over there just. Oh, hey, Alex. I'm like, blah, just keep going.
It's good that we got Alex, diarrhea of the mouth, on the show.
Well, you got to have at least one guy that doesn't stop talking.
Exactly. It does help out, though. It
mean,
it is a great time.
You got
filler,
Sean
though.
over here, who's like a strict German interviewer. So, did you have a good time at the ball game?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Ja.
We are screwed.
Because you get so dang serious here, man.
Hey, I know. I don't even know why I do it. Maybe I don't know. It's probably so I could talk clear, so everybody understands me.
I mean, you start talking like this, you don't even know when I understand anybody. You know what I'm
Ain't nobody
saying?
understand anything I say.
Some people like call it a sling blade, but I call it a casual blade.
We're demonetized again.
I said it backwards, thank you.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that better not be beer in there. It's too early for that.
It's whiskey.
It's probably some freaking Coca-Cola or something.
And now I just got kicked off YouTube.
I mean, bro, you made the white powder comment earlier. I don't think if we didn't kick off for that, we're good.
Hey, he said that's his line.
Yeah, I don't know what line.
I don't even know what line we're talking about because we just said like 30 different things at once.
All right.
We got to specify what line.
Whose line is it, anyways?
Not mine. It's
No.
Alex's line.
You ever watch that at all?
No.
Wow. It's like
Sorry.
it's like stand-up prop comedy.
No, I've heard about it, but I never watched it.
Oh, diarrhea of the mouth. That's his line.
Oh, that's my line. I'm the one that came up with it. I brought that to work with us.
Right.
I'm the one that always came up with diarrhea of the mouth. Actually, it wasn't even me. It was somebody else that I used to talk to way back in the day. I used to say it.
Diarrhea of the mouth. SP diarrhea.
Diarrhea of the mouth. Diary. So his mouth is where you write your thoughts.
That's a little.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a teeny bit.
He's got your thoughts ready.
But I think that The whole point of this episode today was to talk about contamination. You got kind of way off track.
Yeah, a
Talking
little
about my
bit.
fitness again. Um, Life
A
coach
little bit.
Sean, you have like ADHD sometimes, man. Like you
Oh,
just need
I
to
100% got ADHD.
defocus. Nothing wrong with that. It's
Mm-mm.
just it's funny because you're supposed to be the serious one. You talk serious, but you're like a freaking moth to a flame.
Yeah,
You know.
like I'm sorry, man. I tried to be serious.
Up, up, up. Be serious.
Wasn't
We
even funny.
we talk about the trash. We do the trash. We service
Like,
the trash.
does do any of you out there have any questions that you want to ask?
Yeah, we'll
Or
open up to a little bit of Q and
yeah,
A.
like yeah, go ahead. Ask some questions. Nothing? Nobody? Is anybody curious about trash? Anybody want to know about trash? Alex, you got anything
Like
about trash?
tumbleweed,
Squirrels?
tumbleweed.
Squirrels? The squirrels get in the trash? Oh, I always have squirrels jumping out, just in case you wanted to know about that. I'll go and grab a can, get it like face level. Squirrels.
Right.
Yeah,
Or cats. Every time I go to grab a toter, boom, and then the freaking lid pops open and the cat runs out of there.
I know.
Or how about that raccoons? Every time you dump
Yeah,
a can or something, and all of a sudden they just come
raccoons,
flying down off of there.
freaking skunks.
Oh, those are the worst, man. Especially if
Yeah.
you don't have you don't know it and you're just packing it and packing it and
Why?
packing it.
Oh, he wants to know why does it stink?
Why does what stink?
I don't know. What do you put in your trash? It's your
Oh,
fault it stinks, not
right.
my fault.
I don't know why diarrhea of the mouth stinks at all, but
Brush your teeth.
brush your teeth. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
you
something else.
you almost wanted. I almost set you up, bro.
You almost did, bro.
Oh
Canceled
no.
culture.
Yeah, I almost set you right up.
I wasn't gonna say it, bro. Come on now. It's not cool when a white guy does that. You know what I'm saying?
When you throw away raw food and stuff like that, that tends to smell really bad after a
Oh,
day in the sun.
especially oh man, the baby diapers.
Mm, mm. Rotten flesh.
Or how about eggs? Rotten eggs, man.
All right,
Oh
rotten
yeah.
flesh smells the worst though.
Oh yeah. Especially deer carcasses. Ugh.
Oh, you hit that thing and
Now I'm hungry all of a sudden for some reason. What the heck, man?
he said we wanted a question.
Yeah.
He or she or whoever that is out
Very,
there.
very astute. Yes.
That's a good question.
Why does trash smell? Because it's trash. It's
And it's
decomposing.
decomposing.
You don't want your trash stinking, then don't throw decomposing stuff out in the trash. I guess I don't know.
Get yourself a garbage disposal.
Oh no, those are terrible, man. Those things are
What do you-
terrible.
I own a garbage disposal. I put everything in there. It
Yeah,
eats
but they
whatever
jam
I
up
throw
so
at it.
much, and
Mine
that is
never
not
jam.
good for your pipes. That is
Mine,
not good for your pipes.
I got the ultra garbage disposal 2000.
Yeah, it's
so
not good for your pipes.
mine eats up everything. Like I
Oh,
could drop.
I'm sure it's everything. 10 years down the road, it's going to be jammed up and your pipes are clogged, and they got to tear crap apart to replace that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
It's
not
because
my
it's
problem.
going into your sewer system. It's not.
Hey,
That's
I
not meant
don't
for
know.
that.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but I live in an apartment complex, so like it's their problem, not my problem. The only thing I know is if the cat.
Wow! You don't give a crap about your cat, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That thing scratched me the other day.
Oh, so you just punt kick it into your sink and then just turn the disposal on?
Yeah, no, well,
Oh,
I just grab it. No, I'm playing. We don't hurt animals on this podcast.
No, we better not. Hey, at least you still got animals, man.
We scared to say, bro, your name's, I don't know if you know this or not, bro, but your name is like right up in the comments. He said, are we scared to say his name? His name's like right in the comments. First and last name. Your whole district's out there, bro.
Right. When you get garbage in your recycling, you have to report the contamination and keep record of it. And if it exceeds the amount you're allowed to have, you have to dump it in the landfill.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're supposed to. The thought behind it, but like we'll still get told sometimes to dump it at the.
Right. You have to still notify your dispatcher.
Right.
They make the determination, and then we dump it where they tell us to dump it. So it's simple as that. It's not a hard process. You just gotta keep track of how much contamination has gone into your recycling before you dispose of it. That's all.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they'll tell you to take it up to the landfill. Like I've been told before to take it up to the landfill.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. But for the most part, they tell you just to take it there, and if they don't like it, they'll scoop it up and throw it away, and
Three
you kind of
percent of
get
your overall load
right.
is what you're allowed to have is contaminated.
I've been pulled back a few times though, and told, "Hey, this is too much trash," and I'm like, "Hey, that's what the customer had in their cans."
Right.
Like I can't control that.
Nope.
We can't see it. Like the lids are closed, and you
Right.
grab the can, dump it into your recycling side, and it's too
Especially if
late.
you lose your hopper camera, how are you supposed to know
Right, right.
anything's going in your truck at that
Well,
point?
once it's already in there, there's nothing you can do.
Nope.
I'm not climbing up there and sorting it. Can you imagine that?
I don't get paid for that.
Alex be up in there. Oh, that's trash. That's trash. That's trash. Throw it to the other side.
Nope.
You got the blade
Nope.
like stuck. You got the blade stuck halfway, so you're stuck there tossing trash. Alex, what are you doing? Oh, I got trash.
I'm
in the
sorting the trash.
recycling. Right on route.
Oh, look, $1 million. Cool. Good thing I did this. Oh,
Yeah,
look.
you find that $1 million, and then you go to turn around and get down and whack. Alex, did you just fall off your truck?
That'd be my luck.
What is the amount?
I told you, 3%.
Yeah,
3% of your overall load is allowed to be contaminated. 3%.
Yeah, they allow 30%.
Yep.
If you're keeping track while en route, that's one of the
Right.
hardest things to do. Like I always forget where I've been and what I dump. Like I'll just dump it and then go to the next can, dump it, go to the next can, go dump it, go to the next can.
So if a customer puts garbage in the recycling, they generally, if as long as you, the driver, are noting it, will usually get a call from the care center or whatever person, dispatcher sometimes, or a letter will be sent out about their contamination. So yes, they do get followed up on as long as the driver is doing their proper
In reporting.
right,
Yeah.
taking pictures, reporting it, and making sure that everything's commented on, and you can sometimes even go back and touch base again if it keeps happening too often.
Right.
But that's mostly on the driver. If the driver just says, "Oh, stop was contaminated," and they don't say anything else, or they don't even mark it, and
They just keep
how
moving.
anyone's supposed to do anything about it, Oh, but this guy keeps doing it. No one does anything about this crap. You got to do your part in order to ensure that the line gets across, And
Right.
if that's the case, then if they keep doing it even past that point, they'll probably just get charged for 2 trash toters from now on, and then we'll just dump it as all as trash. Move on.
Right. Did you see they're trying to close down our landfill? You see in
Yeah.
the big signs now?
Yep.
That's crazy. Like
Yeah, because if they close that down, we're gonna have to build a transfer station because we're not going to High Acres every day. That's not gonna happen. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even know where High Acres is at. So.
No, it's over in Macedon.
Okay.
Yep, but that's where most of New York City's trash goes right now, off of a train. That's
I wonder.
it's a
I
mess.
wonder is it because the one down by us or by me is closing down from what I hear.
Yeah, they say, bro, that landfill is so supposedly closing down every couple years. Oh, it's closing down, and then they buy more property and make new room.
Right.
Every
I
year.
heard that they are closing it though this time. Like this time it's real.
Who knows, man? I mean, that's going to put a lot of strain on our landfill too because a lot of
A
the
lot of
truck
trucks.
traffic from New York City comes down to that one.
Jersey.
Right. Well, but that's all from the city, New York City.
Right.
So you got High Acres, who has the trash train from New York City coming down, and then you have Seneca Meadows has the one that's having all the stuff that's getting trucked in from New York City, and then it
Right.
goes, and there's a couple other places, but that's the two majority of New York City's trash goes, and isn't that crazy? Like New York City's trash comes to us, around
Well,
our
it's-
area.
Yeah, it's kind of better than them dumping it in the ocean like they used to. Or the
Oh, I
lakes.
know, man. That's just terrible practice.
Terrible. Yeah.
But think about this: why doesn't New York City have a bunch of burn plants all around them? No offense, like, dude,
Right.
like they can literally burn this and produce enough power to power their own city. Like they won't have to draw off the grid that much.
Said believe it when we see it. Yeah. I don't know. Like the trash On what they just, I mean, but where would they put it in Jersey? I heard that one in, I think Vermont is where they used to take it, but then that one
Mm-hmm.
closed down too.
Saying burn plants, man. They gotta start burning that crap. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And they gotta get real aggressive with the recycling out there too, because that's a huge city. A lot of people there.
Yeah, a
You know,
lot of people.
right? And they gotta get more aggressive with it because like we can't just keep burying our problems for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 years decomposing ain't that's not sustainable. Like,
No. And think
like,
about how many plastic bottles people throw away.
it's disgusting. Right,
Like, that's terrible.
right.
Like, instead of recycling it,
hmm
it's terrible, man. Like, that's a lot of
But
freaking.
you got any closing thoughts at all, Sean?
Uh, I mean, not really. Be safe. Have a good holiday. Enjoy your turkey. Eat the heck out of
Now
it.
you
I'm
sound like
about
our
to
safety. Now you sound like safety when you're talking about it. Bro, I'm telling you, one of
be
these episodes,
safe out there.
one of these episodes, we gotta do a safety skit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have somebody wearing the hard hat and the vest and everything, and we gotta talk. You know, like we're because you see all the time on YouTube and everybody. They do all these safety skits and all that
Hmm.
stuff. It turns out pretty funny. You know,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
wear my kilt
safety.
again. I mean,
Yeah. Your pink one?
no,
You gonna wear your pink one
no, I'm not putting
live
that
on
on
the
camera.
show
I'm not
so
putting that on
everybody
camera.
can see it?
No, I don't. I don't have a pink kilt. Never had a pink kilt. Fake
I'll
news.
I'll
Fake
post
news.
some videos later. All this video's got to get is like 10,000 likes, and I'll post videos of
Oh
Alex
boy.
in a kilt
Oh boy.
on our
Oh
on
boy.
our on our social media. A pink kilt. It's like a pink what do you call that thing? Like
Tartan.
flannel, pink
It's, a, it's called
flannel,
it's called a tartan.
whatever it's called. I don't speak Viking. But anyways,
It's not
I'll post I'll post a picture of that on our thing. Yeah, we got another one.
Yeah,
See where
that would actually be pretty cool because
that would be crazy.
the other ski resort that's nearby us is all we have Naples there. I can't remember what they Bristol Mountain I think they
Yeah,
call it
Bristol.
whatever.
Yeah,
But Seneca Meadows technically has higher elevation than that technically. So
it does.
if they did that, that could be a pretty cool ski resort. Although I mean they'd have to really condition that place to really be like that because they
Right.
have a lot of stuff buried there. Obviously, you want to make sure that it doesn't collapse or falls because when things are starting to decompose, it will shift the land a little bit where it's at. So
Hmm.
they got to be very careful with it. I know they have a lot of infrastructure that goes into making landfills and all that stuff and all, but I mean our landfill had that landslide almost last year.
Right.
And it was just rain runoff.
Well,
So
you think about this too, though. Like they do now, but that Seneca Fall, that landfill has been there for years.
right,
So like,
right,
what's
right,
actually in there, and was it built correctly back then to
right.
how they build it
So
now?
how's the base of that thing going?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But
But
that
also not to mention,
that would be interesting to
right,
see them
because
put up one of those.
right. I mean, heck, in Ithaca, where they have the Walmart, Lowe's, and all that stuff in that one commercial district there,
Hmm.
that actually used to be a landfill over there
Really?
that they built on top of, and they're having so many problems right now because it keeps shifting. It breaks the blacktop, the foundation, the concrete, because it
Right.
just keeps shifting all the time. So they got to keep repairing it constantly over the
Right.
years. So as long as it's regulated nicely and they keep up on their things, we don't want to see a kid going down one of the slopes and all of a sudden sinkhole opens up and the kid's gone. Like whoa, whoa. We gotta
What
make
if it
sure
was that? What if it was that Sean guy?
Oh, well, that's fine.
No loss.
That's terrible. That's terrible. We don't hate on nobody.
Victor had a landfill.
Right, right.
What Victor? I didn't know Victor had a landfill.
Yep. A lot of places had smaller landfills that closed down over the years as the other ones started getting bigger and bigger, basically. Because we were told that our landfill was over in Ontario was supposed to close down this year, and they just built a whole new cell. So
Yeah.
that's that.
Everything changes like
Right.
year by year.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. But that'd be cool to see a ski resort put on that landfill.
As long as it's affordable, as long as they don't try to get bougie with it,
Oh,
like,
I
we're
know.
gonna charge you $200 per person to visit this
Come
day.
come stay
You
in
know?
this house.
Right.
Like they'll put houses up there and stuff.
Right. Could you imagine though? Like,
Sleeping on top of trash.
yeah, that's all fake powdered. They're making their own snow.
Right.
Oh my
You
god,
know? That'd be
bro!
crazy.
But don't lie though. that'd be like the ultimate, like, garbage man's vacation right there. Going
Right.
going to a ski resort on top of a landfill.
Yeah. They should just invite all garbage men for free.
Right, bro. That'd be hilarious, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We can just go
So,
there and
hey, all you guys out there looking for company picnic ideas, just wait soon. A couple more years.
yeah.
Ski
We
resort
got you.
over. Right,
Over
ski
the
resort on
landfill.
top of the landfill.
Yep. If you guys want to come, free of charge if you're a trash man.
Right, right. Well, I mean, I'm sure, man, they'll have the company pay for it, but not us.
Right. Somebody will pay for it. I mean, who
I
wouldn't
do
want to
that.
ski on trash?
Right.
You imagine that going down the slope and just a bag pops out of the ground?
Or a freaking pole all of a sudden appears out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Whap.
That's. Did you read it?
Oh man, you're right.
Definitely. Be killing me, man.
But no, that's. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, we just, everybody hope they have a good holiday.
Any
And we're gonna.
any final questions?
Right. Anyone got any final questions for us before we wrap this up?
Yeah, that'd be cool. You got to give it a minute because it does take a few minutes too.
Right. I'll give it a minute. I just really gotta use the bathroom.
All right. What's the question? What's the question? Sean said he has a question.
Right.
Sean Harrington, because he put his
Right,
district out there.
right.
We'll
No.
just give him a shout out, full name and all.
Right. And also, thank you, Brandy, for commenting. Also, we appreciate that.
Yes, we really like that. I guess nothing.
I guess his question was, why you pee?
Alex has got to pee, so.
I do. I'm over here still drinking that freaking monster.
Why you pee, Alex?
Well, sometimes you have to urinate to relieve yourself. So,
Say
it's full.
goodbye in your Viking voice.
Goodbye.
That's not a Viking voice.
No, sorry. go
Sounds
on.
like you're trying to be Batman.
I don't know. What do you mean my Viking voice? You mean my Oi, laddie, I'm out of here. That's my Scottish voice.
No. Oh, well, Scottish sash. You know what I'm saying? If anybody from the UK is watching, we're sorry. I don't mean for Alex to butcher.
I'm not sorry because I really enjoy your culture. Thank you for being great people. I'm just trying to
butcher your communication, your language.
Scotland.
Yo, we're destroying this thing. Yo, we'd be messing up this live so much. That's it. He said that's it. Oh,
Thank y'all.
man. Yeah, so we're gonna go. Again, be safe.
Yep.
Have fun out there and enjoy your holidays.
Absolutely.
Goodbye from Talk
Adios.